morning. Good morning. Thank you very much, Miss Isis Miller, for bringing us back on to the Make We Talk program. This morning, we're going to speak about a topic that is circling around Jamaica. Before I go to that, I am getting some news here that an executive director of the Sandals Group, um, yes, a photo of of Sandals, well, Sandals Resort executive, and I won't call the name, who was stabbed 25 times in his apartment in Montego Bay last night. That's news just coming into us here on the Make We Talk program that an executive of the Sandals Resort Group was stabbed 25 times in his apartment in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Let me see if I can get some more news out of this, because based on what I'm hearing, it is so.
Bluetooth connected.
It is so that the goodly gentleman was stabbed 25 times. I'm going to see if I can get through to the communication director of the JCF or someone from the Sandals Resort Group to tell us what is going on. But based on what we're hearing now on this program here, that an executive of the Sandals Group. This is Make We Talk breaking news. Coming in to us that an executive director at the Sandals Group in Montego Bay was found in his apartment. He was stabbed 25 times. I will not call the name on air. An executive of the Sandals Resort Group was stabbed 25 times in his apartment in Montego Bay. That's an executive of the Sandals Resort Group has been found in his apartment in Montego Bay, and he was stabbed 25 times. As soon as we get more news, we'll pass it on to you. But based on what we're gathering here, that the gentleman was stabbed 25 times. The motive for his for what happened to him is unknown at the moment. We are trying to get through to the director, one of the executive directors of the Sandals Group, or communication director of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Lady Stephanie Lindsay. As soon as we do that, we will pass more news on to you. But the Make We Talk program, along with Roots 96.1 FM, is getting news in that an executive director or an executive of the Sandals Group in Montego Bay was found in an apartment in Montego Bay, and he was stabbed 25 times. The motive for that, we don't know as yet, but as soon as we get more, we'll pass it on to you. This morning, we're going to speak about what is going on in Sablamar, the capital of Westmoreland. The political fallout over situations of Ian Hales as the People's National Party standard bearer in Western Westmoreland has taken another turn as it left two former PNP councillors, now independent, to join the Jamaica Labour Party councillors to remove Berchel Moore as mayor of Sablamar come Thursday. What a bangarang going on. What a bangarang going on. What is going on within the People's National Party, we don't know. But based on what we're hearing, and I reached out to Mayor Moore for him to come on, but his phone went unanswered. It just ring, no answer. Because I would love to get Mayor Moore to come onto the program here and to tell us what is really going on. But something not right. Whether the Prime Minister want to call the election, yes or no, The Prime Minister is in election mood. The Prime Minister is in election mood. And although majority of Jamaicans don't trust the Andrew Holness-led administration, he's in election mood. But what is going on in Western Westmoreland? I said it before and I say it on this program again. The president of the People's National Party, opposition leader Mark Golding, need to do something about what is going on in Western Westmoreland. If you do not do so, sir, you will lose Western Westmoreland again. Whether you like it, yes or no. You need to go down to Western Westmoreland, Mark G. And sit down with the people of Western Westmoreland. Not the hierarchy of the people in Western Westmoreland for the PNP. The grassroots people. You need to sit down with them and talk to them. Because what is going on, you will end up losing Western Westmoreland. And you all can't afford to lose Western Westmoreland. You lose it before, Because it's Moreland Wilson of the Labour Party who's in there now. And what is going on between the councillors and Bertel Moore and Ian Hales? It don't look good. It don't look good at all. And I'm saying it this morning, this afternoon here, that you all need to have a sit down with the people of Western Westmoreland. Sit down with them. Talk to them. Because if you don't do that, then dog nyam we supper. No we supper, phone supper. Because although you hear the PM say he have election on his mind. That's what the Prime Minister is saying, I have election on my mind. But we all know that when you see start go around the country like this, election is in the air and the local government election is in the air. And that's the time the people go to the polls for councillors and mayors. You don't want to have a divided party going into the election, Mr. Golden. You cannot have a divided election. You have to have a party going into the election, not a divided election, a party going into the election, focus, well united, well oiled, well geared. You remember when you said the old boss of the People's National Party, well oiled, well geared, well no, well oiled, well geared now. Because the house is in disarray. Western Westmoreland PNP house is in disarray. And I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. If the People's National Party do not take stock, sit down with the people of Western Westmoreland, have dialogue with the grassroots people in Western Westmoreland, then you all will end up losing the entire Westmoreland again. Independent councillors are planning to tell Bertel Moore of a vote on Mayor Moore and tell Uncle Bertel, go sit down. Uncle Bertel not ready to sit down yet. So you all need to really have something. Go down there and sit down with the people, man, and ask them what is the problem. Obviously, the people are saying that Mr. Hales is the problem. I don't know if it's the problem. I invited a gentleman on the program before and he hasn't come. So I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is if but whatever is going on in Western Westmoreland, you people need to sit down and have a chat with the people. For far too long, political parties have a tendency of putting in people into constituencies who are not from the constituency. And I think that's what the people are rebelling against. Well, some of them. Because I'm pretty much sure if you call my good friend Wayne Vassiani and other people in Western Westmoreland, I'm going to say, no, leave Ian alone. But you, as a political party, you have to know how to level the playing field. A local government election hasn't called in Jamaica for how many years? Hasn't called in Jamaica for how many years? And Prince Andrew is campaigning hard, you know. Whether I don't like it, yes or no, Prince Andrew is campaigning hard. He's going around the island. You see, he have a gospel concert a couple of days ago, over the weekend. Prince Andrew is campaigning very hard because he wants to make sure that the 14 parishes, councillors, is shower labor rights. So if the People's National Party sit down and drag their foot and don't wake up and smell the Blue Mountain coffee, then you'll be in opposition for a long, 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 long time. And whatever breeze you're feeling, Mama P always say, I hear the wind blowing, my comrades. I feel it, my comrades. I can hear the trumpet blowing. Whatever trumpet you're hearing, and whatever I want to get by saying, you are going to take it. Then if you don't play your cards straight, Dr. Angela Brown Burke, Opposition Leader Mark Golden, if you all don't play no cards straight, the Labour Party will be in power for a long time. Whether we like it, yes or no, and I'm not batting for the Labour Party, I'm batting for the PNP. But what I see what is going on, you need to come better. And the outbursts that is going on within the People's National Party need to stop and unite around a single cause and a single purpose. So the people of Western Westmoreland is crying out for help. Opposition Leader Mark Golden. Go down there and sit with the people, Opposition Leader. Talk to the people, Opposition Leader. Be a Michael Manley. When Joshua was campaigning the length and breadth of Jamaica, Joshua Manley said, fundamentally, my fellow Jamaicans, the time has come for us, my fellow Jamaicans, to rally around a single cause and a single purpose. So if the PNP don't want to win local government election, don't call for it. Do not call for it. Because if we're not united for the people, of the people, and by the people, you all will not win the next local government election. Same with the general election, call and lose Westmoreland.
If you don't organize yourself, you don't lose Westmoreland the local government election, because general election call and you lose Westmoreland for the general election. Then that means you all need to go back to the drawing board. And you all need to listen to the people. You must stop think that you people have, because you have university degree of hard science and technology behind your name. You can't listen to the people. You all need to listen to the people. Listen to what the people are saying. If the people do not need a candidate in the constituency, then there must be a reason why. There must be a reason why. You all need to unite to yourself. PNP, unite yourself. The time has come for Jamaica to unite. The people of Jamaica need to unite. Because same way two political parties in disarray, the country is in disarray. The country is as divided as the two political parties. See, Jamaicans are saying they don't trust Andrew Honest-led administration. There got to be a reason why the people don't trust your Prime Minister Honest. Whether you like it, yes or no, so you're too lie. You're a pathologically mendacious Prime Minister. You don't speak the truth sometimes, Prime Minister. You're pathologically mendacious, sir. And you must speak the truth. And one of the reasons why you are losing is because the people don't trust you over the SSL saga. The whole SSL thing, the people don't trust you over it. You know, bat and weave and bap and weave. This minute you know say FBI is in Jamaica when there's no FBI. Huh? Robert Nestor Morgan said that the money to pay SSL is coming from the proceeds of crime fund you have. And then the Minister of Finance is cooking a different pot of porridge for Nestor Morgan they cook for Andrew. So I don't understand. And the people do not trust the government that keep on lying to them. And all they can hear the Minister of Information is saying that people on social media are spreading propaganda and misinformation. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look for every single video. But since Robert Morgan became Minister of Information, and the amount of lies he tells to the people, I'm gonna look for the videos and ask me if it's me lying. Mr. Morgan, I'm not here to bring down any government, you know. But you all need to tell the people the truth. The people have spoken. A news organization give a poll that majority of Jamaicans don't trust nothing that comes out of the Labour Party mouth. So the Jamaicans don't trust the Labour Party. And Bangarang going in the PNP. Jamaicans don't trust the Labour Party. And Bangarang going on in the PNP. What a calamity upon God land. So if the people don't trust the Labour Party, and turmoil going on within the People's National Party camp, where is this country going? Where are we going as a people? Where are we going? Mark Golding, Mr. Mark Golding, go down to Westmoreland, sir. I am from Westmoreland. I grew up in a Westmoreland, in a Negril. I've been following politics from my eye to my knee. I remember back in the days a little boy growing up when Michael Mann came around. And Michael Mann sit on the 7 Mile beach. He leaves where beach club is and walk the 7 Mile beach and sit down with people who grew up in Negril, who born and grow in Negril. The real Negriland people, the real Negril people, sit down, eat roast breadfruit and curry chicken back with the people and talk to the people. Mr. Golden, in order for you to get the grassroots people on your side in Western Westmoreland, you need to go down to Western Westmoreland, Mr. Golden, and sit down with the people and ask them what is the problem. Don't send anybody go down there. Do not send your general secretary or your secretary or your secretaries. You and your vice presidents go down to Western Westmoreland. You and Michael Phillips and Dr. Angela Brown Burke go down there and sit down with the people and ask the people what is the fundamental problem, what is going on. Because if you don't do it, I guarantee you, you will lose the local government election in Western Westmoreland. I don't see what is going on. I don't know exactly what is going on down there, no. But based on Gleaner reports and what I'm hearing, the people want to get rid of the goodly man Bertel Moore. Uncle Bertel, I know Uncle Bertel a long time, you know. I know Uncle Bertel Moore a long time. And PNP councillors decide to drop the PNP and go independent because the PNP standard bearer for the constituency, Ian Hales, they don't want him. Why we keep on putting people in positions, push people down people's throats, so you must vote for that because that's the party put in there. No Sankey, no sing, so. No Sankey, no sing that way. It cannot sing that way. And if the People's National Party don't haul and pull up, you remember what PJ do to the Labour Party? 18 live long years? Well, if the PNP don't wake up and smell the Blue Mountain coffee in every coffee having in Jamaica, the People's National Party will be in opposition for the next how many years under Andrew Holness? Because although the people do not trust his government because they tell poor lie, they put them back in because they don't see any alternative within the People's National Party. And the time has come for the leadership of the People's National Party to get a grip of themselves and sit down and figure out where they're going wrong and do something about it. Mr. Golden, Mr. Mark Golden, a little humble Jamaican country boy, is saying this to you this afternoon on Rootsology 6.1 FM. Go down to the people of Western Westmoreland, sit down with the people of Western Westmoreland. The late custodian to the parish of Westmoreland, James Thompson. That's what he used to do in Eastern Westmoreland. Sit down with the people and chat to them when he was custodian. You all need to do the same thing, Mr. Golden. Because if you don't do it, I don't know where the party going. I don't see where we have a vital opposition. We're going to take a quick commercial break on Roots on the 6.1 FM anytime soon. We'll take the break on Roots, but we won't take a break on the Make We Talk program. We'll continue on the Make We Talk program. But they need to wake up. They need to wake up. You can't be pushing people down your voters' throat and say, look here, I'm me put on there. I'm putting this one off a vote for him. No, you all cannot continue doing that. And that is why I'm saying in the constitution that they're drafting, our new constitution that they're drafting has to be a constitution of the people, for the people, and by the people. It can't be a willy-nilly constitution. You're so correct. Miss Robinson, you're so correct. The two political parties have Jamaica's interest at heart. They don't do. All they have up their heart is to win state power. Mr. Golden, you said you said that you are for the people. Mr. Golden, you said you are for the people, Mr. Golden. Opposition leader, Mr. Mark Golden, I am asking you, as a patriotic Jamaican, who for me gearbox mash up, it can go need a 7 or 11, need a P or J, me neutral. You need to sit down with your people and talk to your people. Because if you don't do it, Mr. Golden, you will not win the local government election. Mr. Golden, sit down with your grassroots people. Mr. Golden, sit down with your grassroots people. Sit down with your grassroots people. Talk to your grassroots people in the constituencies. Ask them, apart from Prime Minister Holness and for him Shibangarang, you are the people's hope. So sit down with the people and talk to them. Because if you don't do that, as I said before, the People's National Party will not win the local government.
New budget supplies, massive rice buster now on. Want to redo that kitchen? Retile that old floor? Stop that leaking roof? Make over the bathroom? It's now or never. White toilet from $14,999. 5-gallon paint from $6,599. Gypsum board $1,749. 15% off UPVC French windows. 10% off kitchen sinks, water tanks, and pumps. 195 Hackleburg Road. Telephone 923-4560. New budget supplies. Always the best prices.
Get the real inner city community news and be informed. You can do all that and more on City Beat, Monday to Friday at 12:45 p.m. on Roots 96.1 FM. City Beat puts you in the know and keeps you rocking in a world of knowledge. So let City Beat catch you on Roots 96.1 FM, Monday to Friday at 12:45 for City Beat. City Beat is the pulse of the city, so don't miss it. Monday to Friday at 12:45 p.m. on Roots 96.1 FM.
Your time coming, Councillor. Uncle Bertel. The JLP councillors want to tell that your time coming, Uncle Bertel. The PNP councillors rather. Uncle Bertel. The two former PNP councillors who are now independent, Uncle Bertel. They want to tell you, so your time come. Because sit down. Because the political fallout in Westmoreland is caused by one of the PNP VP, Mr. Ian Hales. who, by the way, is a former member of parliament for somewhere in Hanover. I think it's Western Hanover or Eastern Hanover. I don't remember where. They don't want him in Western Westmoreland. The former MP for Western Westmoreland, the goodly gentleman, Mr. Wickham McNeil. You don't hear nothing from Wickham. Wickham just silence her. And the people down there is saying to them now that they don't want Uncle Bertel. They're saying it's time for Uncle Bertel to say goodbye to the mayorship. But they don't talk that bad. They're very rude and out of order. But we need to stand up and say to the powers may be of the hierarchy of the Labour Party, of the PNP, that the time has come for you people to just don't throw people and constituencies and expect people to sit down and accept what you give to them. Huh? It can't be that way. It cannot be that way that you all think that whatever you throw to the people must accept it. It cannot be. The people that need somebody from the area, and who the people that call that you, the PNB, should put in Western Westmoreland. Well, I'll never think about it. Now all of this thing going on, when Uncle Andrew gonna call the election, the general, call it, Andrew. Uncle Burgard, call it. Because when you call it in Uncle Andrew, oh God in heaven, if Uncle Mark don't take my poor little humble advice and go down to Western Westmoreland, Uncle Mark, you're gonna lose it down there, sir. Uncle Mark, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose down there, Uncle Mark. By a very slim margin to a who knows, by a landslide. The JLP may win by a landslide. Because all you think about is to put people in constituencies that the people don't like. And it cannot be that way. Cannot be that way. Uncle Mark, go back and watch some videos or listen to some speech of Joshua Mandley. Uncle Mark, go back and watch some videos of the late Michael Norman Joshua Mandley. Because what Uncle Andrew is doing, is listening. Uncle Andrew is using Michael strategies against the PNP and you don't realize it. That's exactly what Andrew Holness is doing. Andrew Holness is using Michael Manley's strategies against the People's National Party and them so blind them no see it. And he's using some of PJ Patterson's strategies. And all of them sit down and fight against one another. And push people no want push people. On put out a persona or whatever you want to call it, as if everything is good and nice within the People's National Party. When you're not nice in there at all. You must wake up, man. And listen to the grassroots people. Listen to what they want. Listen to everything that they speak about. If they say they don't want somebody, Mr. Golden, do not push it down the throat because it will be the detriment of the Labour of the People's National Party. It will be the detriment of the People's National Party. So you all need to figure out how you're going to do this. Because if you all don't do something, I guarantee you that the Labour Party will give them a landslide. I am not campaigning for nobody. But what I see is what I speaks about. And what I'm seeing right now, the PNP must gain more traction. The PNP must speak to the people. I talk to the people. I have with me my good friend, Feminist Dudley Thompson, on air with me. Dudley, welcome to the program.
Yeah, thanks, Jeffrey Tavares.
You have on something in the background there?
Yes, I just about to turn that off here right now, yes.
Please turn it off because I don't want the directors of Roots FM to tell us if you're having a feedback in.
No, man, he's all right, yeah, man, I'm getting it off now.
Yes. So, Dudley, you hear this going on in Western, man? Make I read this thing for you. The political fallout over situations of Ian Hills, as the People's National Party standard bearer in Western Westmoreland, has taken another turn, as at least 2 former PNP, now independent councillors, intend to join the Labour Party councillors to remove Birchell Moore as mayor of Sablamar.
As you was saying earlier in the program about the PNP situation, I think the PNP need to assess how they choose candidates. It's now too often resting where the PNP have selected both candidates for both parish council and general elections, and then now the people who the electorates are not too supportive of the ones the party have been choosing. So something wrong with the PNP as to how they are choosing their candidates. Maybe they as I said, they need to go back to the grassroots, get back the old PNP machinery, go on the ground and say what the people want, and then if the voters are not satisfied with the person you're putting for them to vote, they not vote. What it's coming down to. And too often the PNP the rest of this and the PNP so often where they are giving the people a candidate and they don't want them. So the PNP must start to reassess as how they select these persons to run on their tickets. They must start to reassess now. It's now or never. Because according to the Prime Minister, it can call before February next year. So it can call any time now. And to me, the PNP is not ready at all. PNP is not ready.
As I said before, Andrew Holness is using the Michael Manley and the PJ Patterson strategy against the People's National Party, and they don't see it all now.
No, I think the PNP is caught up in their own infighting internal struggles. They can't see what's happening on the outside. The PNP need to sort out their internal stuff first before they can put a plan to the people. You can't hope to govern a country and your house is not in order. It don't make any sense. And for the past 50 years now, the PNP is like that. You remember about years ago when the PNP kept JLP out for 18 years? Because it also disjunted under Edward Siaga. We're seeing a repeat of what's happening now.
There
But the
you
PNP
go.
keep changing leaders, but the problem persists.
There you go. Because as I said it,
Mm-hmm.
they will see what happened in the 1990s under PJ Patterson,
Yes.
where he led this country for 18 live long years.
And in
If
and
they don't, if
in those days, the people didn't really want PJ, They more rejecting Siaga.
right,
So what we
and
are
if
seeing now, what we are seeing now is that although the polls are showing that Jamaicans tired of Andrew Willis, what can happen like that it won't be Andrew make it a third term. That's because they want Andrew. But they're rejecting the PNP because they're so divided.
you are
That
so correct.
that's gonna be the scenario.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's gonna be the scenario. I mean,
Because,
Andrew's there now. The polls are against him right now. And more likely, like he's looking for a third term. Despite the fact that the poll
and
are
he
not
may
in the
get
same.
it. And he may get it.
Yeah, that's because the people want him. But the alternative is not coming with anything better, anything substantial. That's the reality no face in Jamaica.
So Dudley, if we continue like this, wherein the two political part, one of the political parties is not the house is not in order.
Not in order.
Then
No.
that means we're gonna see another dictatorship like in the 1990s.
They gotta continue. It's gonna continue. Because we keep on saying this thing with PNP over and over and over and over. The, most of the PNP up front, we keep on saying it for the past from last year. Every time the PNP call a press conference, it's the same 5 persons on camera. It's the same 5 persons.
And who are the 5 persons only?
Dr. The party leader Mark Golden, Dr. Dayton Campbell, Angela Brown Burke, Maurice Guy, and sometimes and sometimes another person. The same 4 or 5 we keep on saying over and over and over.
Sometimes it's Julian Robinson.
Yeah, Joe Robinson, right. Sometimes it's Joe Robinson. That's the same 5 you see. It keeps the same 5.
So you're saying to me, it is so divided that not even Lisa Hanna come to any
You also Lisa Hanna, you also Damon
yes.
Crawford, you also Philip Falwell. You're not seeing those persons. You see the same 5 from last year, the same 5. Exact same 5 from last year.
I must say good afternoon to somebody who's on the YouTube chat here. OBC Radio. I must say good afternoon to OBC Radio. The Dr. Jermaine Garden. Yes, Dr. Garden. Good afternoon to you, sir. Thank you for coming on. Dudley, we don't have enough time here leave on Roots FM. They only give me an hour. I don't give me 2 hours. Messiah, just give me 2 hours now. Yeah, they give me 2 hours, Messiah. Anyway, Jeffrey, behave yourself. Dudley, but on a very serious note, what you see is going on where Jamaicans are literally saying to the Homeless Administration, we can't trust you know.
Right.
Because according to the great sheriff back in the days, former Minister of National Security, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, KD Knight, that they're pathologically mendacious.
if with the SSL funding for staff members currently there, you're doing for the stories. At one point, the Minister of Information says it'll be paid by the government.
Yes.
And then now the Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark, said it will pay by funds that they seize from criminals.
Yes.
Criminals.
So Dudley, the question must be asked, Dudley. If they steal so much funds from criminals, so that those funds can help to pay SSL staff, how much money is in that account that they seize from criminals? And why is it that those money couldn't help to buy a brand new CT scan or an MRI for either Montego Bay or KPH?
That's true. Because they keep on saying that the health facilities are overrun by crime, like gunshot victims over the years. So the same money seized from criminals should offset the cost to keep this thing in good order. instead of using the funds now to pay a private entity because we want to facilitate investigation, I don't make any sense to me at all. And they said they need to keep the staff there for how long did they be there? Because to pay the staff, the 22 staff members is 9 million. And to keep the company's expense operate is 5 million. So there will be a minimum of 14 million per month. A minimum. So what about miscellaneous expense? Like the person who doing the company who doing some internal rate and the pay days, the receiver manager and all those things.
Yes. Michelle, you asked what is going on in Westmoreland? They don't want former MP Ian Hales in Westmoreland. So what the two Labour Party councillors who are now independent and Lionel Hell and Ghana PNP, what they're saying is that they ought to kick out Uncle Bertel more come Thursday because they don't want Uncle Bertel no more because Uncle Bertel support Ian Hales. So they plan to kick out Uncle Bertel because Uncle Bertel gearbox now go 7 or 11. Then so Uncle Bertel needs to go sit down. Time come for sit down. That's what they're saying in Westmoreland.
Honestly, the PNP are making a lot of noise about election. But to be frank, I don't think they are prepared for the election. They are not prepared. They make a noise about it because as opposition, it's the right thing to do. As a party, it's the right thing to do. Yeah. But how prepared are they?
But I am hearing
and in my view, they're not even half ready.
I am hearing also, and I'm going to say this. These are not the views of Roots 96.1 FM. These are the views of I. Me. I get to understand that the PNP cannot really say anything about the SSLE there,
But
Bangarang going on in a John shop. So they can't say anything much about the SSL saga either. But I will not say anything more about it until I get certain things in place. Dudley is still there with us? Dudley?
I think Jeffrey now. Jeffrey, they hear no Jeffrey. I think I mean that technical issue right here.
You are facing a fundamental problem with your thing. They don't want you to talk. They don't want you to talk.
No,
Yes. Anyway, Dudley, I have a program coming up in the next couple of minutes. So we're going to wrap up here on Roots FM because I have a program coming on at the next couple of minutes on another station. So what we're going to do is just in 1 minute.
Well, one thing before you go. The SSL heard about the 30 accounts that were affected from last year. No, it is now another 40. Up until now, we don't hear any names of anybody among that 40 who is affected.
But not only that, Dudley, because we have to go now. The British government has given Jamaica a $10 million grant to help with SSL, So that means that British citizens are involved in the SSL saga.
It means $10 million pound or Jamaican dollars?
They gave them £50. That's 10 million Jamaican dollars. To help with investigation. That means that the Minister of Misinformation, along with the goodly world-class Minister of Finance. Okay, did you know that Nigel Clark is the world-class Minister of Finance?
Yes, man.
So he's the biggest finance minister Jamaica have ever seen. The best. He's the world-class. God help this country of ours. This is where I said so long from here. Thank you for coming on, Dudley.
Yes, man.
And before I go, I must invite Dr. Gordon on the Make We Talk, publicly doing it now, Invite him on the Make We Talk program to come on and let us have some chit-chat about the land of wood and water, Dr. Gordon. Until you hear my voice again, I'm Jeffrey Tavares, return to the studios of Roots 96.1 FM. Have a good day, everyone. Join me in the next couple of minutes. We'll have another robust discussion again.
Peace out.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the